So Americans are depressed about the housing market. And while we don't have any Prozac and can't give you guys any of that, we can give you some statistics and make you guys feel more at ease. What's up, you guys? Justin and Michelle, and we are going to be talking today about how consumers are depressed in America about the housing market right now. So Justin, can you kind of talk more about why are people feeling depressed right now? What's going on?
Yes, it is a couple factors.
Yeah.
Obviously, how fast prices went up.
Yeah.
The last couple of years,
Mm-hmm.
how fast interest rates went up.
Yeah.
And talks of a recession
Yes.
looming,
Yes.
having not lost confidence.
Yeah. And affordability. So when rates went up this year, it priced 70% of first-time home buyers out of the market. 70%, that's 7 out of 10. That's insane. So I get it. I would feel that way too. If I was a first-time home buyer and I got priced out of the market and now we're starting to see prices possibly drop.
I remember, I think it was in May
Uh-huh.
or June, rates had hit like 5 point something.
Yeah.
And one of the agents we were working with was going to buy one of our listings. And he said, my payment's going to be almost $3,000 a month.
Yeah.
And I kind of wanted to buy this as a rental
Uh-huh.
as well after I live in there for a couple of years. And I was like, $3,000, that house is only like $450,000.
Yeah,
like, that's not, and I get my mortgage calculator, I'm like, what is he smoking? And I type it all in.
Yeah.
And sure enough, it was like $2,800 a month.
Yeah.
And I was shocked.
Oh yeah.
I was shocked. So that is gonna make a lot of people depressed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not optimistic.
Yeah.
You know, how much can rates keep going up before the market falls?
Yeah.
You and I have talked about it. We predicted back in May that the market was falling.
Yes.
We let buyers know to be super cautious
Mm-hmm.
because that's just too much payment.
Oh, for sure.
In Utah specifically. Other parts of the nation where you have lower house prices, people can still afford those. But when your average house here in Utah is over $600,000,
yeah, that's expensive.
it's gonna make some people question whether it's smart to buy a house right now.
100%.
Second factor, recession.
Well, and I feel like
what is that?
Well, and I feel like a lot of people, especially people our age, I'm not going to say how old that is, but they're kind of gun shy from 2008. You know, they saw that crash, the housing prices just fall.
They went through it. They're scarred from it, hurt from it.
Mm-hmm. And now the recession is going to happen. It's coming right now. We've done videos on this prior, but here's what a lot of people don't know, and we've been, educating people on this. This recession that is about to happen is not going to be anything like the crash of 2008. There's a couple of reasons for that. First and foremost, the crash of 2008 was because they were giving people loans they couldn't afford. This one is strictly caused by inflation, and the Fed had to do something about it. So they raised interest rates almost double, practically just within a couple weeks. And because of interest rates going so high, that is what is going to cause this recession. But it's not going to be anything close to the same as the one in 2008.
And that is the exact reason that if they raised them so fast and so high, that we think that, and we had actually our first report of inflation lessening than from the month prior, even though that's June statistics. I don't think they have July's yet. But as we're starting to get under control, rates have the potential to lower. And we saw that because when the most recent talks of recession happened 3 weeks ago, and the Fed raised their interest rate 0.75%, what did we see happen to rates?
The banks pushed back and lowered rates.
Like big time lower. It was like a big slap in the face. Like it was so shocking. None of us saw that coming. So they fight recessions with lower interest rates. And if the reason rates went up was because of inflation, it's that time where the crash is happening. Prices have come down here in Utah, but lately, we've started to see that stabilize.
Yeah, we have. And inventory here in Utah, it was consistently, we could predict it with almost 100% accuracy, going up 500 homes per week.
New active homes on top of the other active homes.
Exactly, and it's kind of stabilized. It's been at about the same number for how long now? Like a couple weeks,
right?
Three
weeks. And at 9,500 homes versus we were gaining 500 a week since January. Think about that, guys. We went from And this is one of the things that you and I talk about a lot, is if inventory gets up to 16,000, 17,000, 20,000, like, yes, we are losing values
100%.
a lot. And you wish it would have sold a long time ago.
Yeah.
But we talked about, will it stabilize? We said this months ago in videos. Will it stabilize? And it's looking like it's stabilizing around 9,500 homes.
Yeah.
So now imagine a world where not a ton new homes are coming on, and this is kind of the new normal.
Yeah.
Well, 9,500 homes, you guys, that still is only a 2 to 3 month supply of the homes. In order for it to be like an official buyer's market, you need a 6 month supply of inventory of homes, which means homes would have to get around 16, 17,000 homes for that to happen. Now, I like it at about 14,000, 13,000. That was kind of like the perfect balance where prices aren't really going up, but prices aren't really going down. So 9,600, if rates go back down, Michelle, to low 4s or even high 3s, what would happen to home prices?
They would start to go up again. If at that interest rate, they probably wouldn't go up like crazy like we saw in spring of 2021, but they would very steadily go up at a healthy level.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be crazy like it was last year.
Absolutely. So this little lull that you guys are fearing, yes, I'm scared of rates. Yes, I'm scared of recession. Yes, I'm scared of high home prices and this stuff. It is hard to move and make those decisions, but we're also letting you know that as of today, as of the last 3 weeks, there's some calm.
And it's looking good. It's looking optimistic.
Yes, it is looking optimistic. And so for you guys, the 20 or the 90 or the 83% that is depressed about the housing market, remember, it's looking more optimistic, much more optimistic than it was 3 weeks ago.
Absolutely.
We will tell you guys the truth on here. If it changes next week or next month and we get some more bad stuff happening,
we'll tell y'all.
We'll tell you, stop, hold off, don't buy. But what we're telling you now is you should be prepared. You should not stop looking, and you should be looking to see if we come back on 3 weeks from now and there's no more new homes on the market. That's a really good sign that we're actually kind of hitting bottom and potentially starting to come out of this.
100%. And one more thing. This really did need to happen. We needed to have a correction because the appreciation that we saw last year from such low interest rates, that's not healthy. We don't want that. That makes home prices get unaffordable, and then it causes inflation to go up at a very unhealthy level, and then we have what's happening this year. So it did need to happen, but just as Justin was saying, it's looking very optimistic, and we'll keep you guys informed.
Okay, just hold off on the Prozac. Come back in a couple weeks. We'll update you guys.
Like and subscribe.